9737, you chose the color red.
The background was a takeoff on a Irving Penn photograph. We call it the Irv drop, after Irving Penn, whose photographs inspired kind of this gray textured drop, which we tied up. John Schaffner and Joe Stewart have art directed the TV specials that we've done, most all of them. Great job. You'll see a lot of. There's the singing lesson again, a great automaton.
This place is amazing.
It's filled with magical history.
What do you mean?
And we're back into our film set,
When I got it, I looked inside and I found
where I'm going to show Houdini's trunk from my museum. That's actually Houdini's Metamorphosis trunk, where he would change places with Bess, his wife, in 3 seconds. We've kind of through time been able to improve that a little bit. We do it in less than a second, I think, if you time it. That's the inspiration, that Houdini trunk, for this next piece, which is what we call the cocoon. It's this table which I'm very careful to look underneath to show there's nothing underneath there. And we really wanted to take the metamorphosis idea, the idea of changing places and transforming, and doing it the best that I thought it possibly could be done. That's the cocoon piece up there. The idea was to have a kind of a organic container to put somebody instead of a trunk. The piece actually is made from parts of a bed. That was kind of the headboard of the bed, a brass bed. If you look at the tops of them, nobody really ever noticed that. And the idea was that this young lady would tie me to this bed thing, and I'd make my escape. The idea was to make an instantaneous change, but also do it long distance, keep it away from the trunk or the container. So we moved the object that I was in away from where the girl was, as opposed to the classic metamorphosis where the person was on the trunk. We had hundreds of hanging lights and billowing curtains. You'll see there's another one camera long magic shot. There I am inside there. My arm out the top. It gets lifted off the ground. No cuts. You can see underneath the platform. The light bulbs are lighting up underneath the platform. You see it totally empty. And again, I'm inside there pushing against the spandex sides. And watch this. That's pretty good. That cloth handling belongs to John Pendragon, Jonathan and Charlotte Pendragon, who do an amazingly fast metamorphosis trunk. And he gave me permission to use the handling of the cloth, which is really essential. And I love the falling stars at the end of this, the lights coming down. John Schaffner, Joe Stewart, and Bobby Dickinson. All little lights falling down at the end. There's Lara again.
When I look back over the past 15 years, I realize I spent most of that time.
This next montage is got a lot of things, so I'm going to have to talk quick. The first piece is this motorcycle illusion, which I'm very proud of. We came up with this. It's an invention of ours, and it's watch this one shot, motorcycle in place. Just simple, motorcycle on a cloth, covers it up, see the form of the motorcycle and there's nothing around. That's a concrete floor, nothing can go down, nothing can go up, and it visually transforms into, you got it, two girls. This is the elevator illusion, which opened my show for many years. You see all around it. Normally this is done in one continuous shot. Because it's a montage, there are a lot of cuts in it, but it's an illusion that works live in front of the audience. And I come down. This is my entrance for many years in my show. Even the Broadway show, we used it. There I am. This is the Table of Death, an invention of Andre Cole. He invented it when he was 16 years old. In his real form, on the real broadcast, this all takes place in one shot. A very concise concept. This is Dave on a stick. And the squeeze box, another Andre Cole invention, with some changes by myself. Kind of shrink myself in half, kind of redesigned it a little bit to so I could do it to myself. This is the shadow box with the motorcycle, an invention of myself, and a really good way of starting a show from an empty box, producing my Harley. This is Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls was very, very exciting. Everything went wrong when we did it. I'm supposed to escape before I go over the falls and onto a helicopter. I didn't. You can see my legs there, my feet get sucked into the box, and I go over the falls, which I wasn't supposed to do, and I end up getting pulled out on a rope. Now I look dry here. Everybody says I look dry, but I'm totally soaking wet. When you see me on the rope, think I look dry? I'm not. I'm wet, wet, wet. Very exciting, an amazing feeling to be next to the falls like that. This is an original creation. The inspiration was a Jim Steinmeier idea of doing a kind of a technical box where everything was very raw, but the idea of erasing the girl was totally original to us, and making her reappear and then double in quantity, the disappearing girl thing. This is one of my least favorite shows, the Bermuda Triangle special, which was a very rough time for us, and I'm having a very rough time here. I'm getting sucked into a pyramid. And I disappear in flames. This goes back many years. This is a tank of water piece. We called it the Escape from Death, where I had to escape before the spike goes down. It went down there after 3 minutes, and I'm out again, quite wet. This is a creation of Andre Cole. This section of it is his effect, where the head moves over, and I added taking that box and putting it up on a table and having the head reappear, a little addition to it to make it my own kind of thing. This is the motorcycle Vanish, which was something Doug Henning first did. We got the rights from him to do, and I added the reappearance in the audience, which made it pretty good. A lot of explosions from the Bermuda Triangle, and a whole lot of posing when I was going through my posing stage.